Scorpio Soul Time. I'm Ronique, and I appreciate you joining me here on my YouTube channel. It's always a great time to get with you as we look through all of the different events and transits and aspects that are going on in astrology. And I always pull some tarot cards and just get a feel of the energy that is going on around us. So if you haven't joined me here before, thank you so much for joining me. For you that have joined me here before, thank you so much. We are actually going to talk about the March 2022 astrology and energy that is going on, and then I'm going to pull some tarot cards for each of the 12 signs. So please make sure you take a look at your sun, moon, and rising sign signs of the different videos. I will put timestamps below. I also invite you to take a look if you know your birth chart and you have placements in other signs as well, because oftentimes the energies will be apparent in more of the different signs. So let's get right into it. We are going to be talking about March 2022 in the astrology, and I actually pulled out this Pisces card. It is the moon card, the number 18 major arcana in the deck. And the reason why I wanted to highlight this is, yes, the sun is in Pisces during the first part of March, and then it is moving into Aries the second part. But what is more important is that this is a culmination. Like, the Pisces sign is the ending of an entire astrology cycle. Once we start at that spring equinox on March 20th, when the sun moves into Aries, we will be into a new astrological year. This is really important, you all, because this is almost like how, you know, when we get to December and we're all trying to think of, okay, what are the goals I have for this next year? What are the things I accomplished? This is that same type of energy. And this March is going to have a lot of great energy in it for manifesting, as well as there's a really beneficial lucky day of the year when the sun conjuncts Jupiter on March 5th. Mercury is going to move into Pisces on the 9th. We have a full moon in Virgo on the 18th. We actually open up the month with the new moon in Pisces on the 2nd. So take a look at those dates below, because I want you all to realize that we have a lot of positive, beneficial energy. Remember, all the planets are still direct. Mercury came out of its post shadow at the end of February. So we really have a lot of great aspects going on. And I want to pull some cards for each week for each sign. And let's get right into it, because there's a lot to talk about. Okay, I'll see you back in your sign. Hi, Cancer. Welcome to your March 2022 tarot reading. I am always excited to be here with you all. I hope you all are having a great month so far. Take a look at your sun, moon, and rising signs just to see how any of this information plays out for you in your sign. All right, so we're going to do 2 cards per week, and let's see what energies my Cancerians are working with. So that first week, we have the 10 of Wands in reverse, possibly a project that you're trying to finish up, but you're still not quite there yet. And you have 2 tens. 10 of Pentacles. So something dealing with your family life, possibly you're finishing up a project with them, or maybe you all are coming to an end of a cycle. But with it being in reverse, I want to say that new moon in Pisces, March 2nd, make sure and take some time to work with your family to figure out what new seeds of intentions you all want to plant together, okay? You have the Ace of Cups, the second week in reverse. So everything's in reverse so far. And the Queen of Wands. So interesting information coming in right there with the Queen of Wands. So possibly some type of motherly figure is going to be at hand here, especially with that Ace of Cups. Third week, you have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. So some type of decisions need to be made. The Hangman, some type of decisions need to be made. That fourth week, you have the Ace of Swords in reverse. 2 aces on the ground with 2 in reverse and Page of Cups in reverse. So Cancer, you all have like a lot of, it's almost like this watery energy with this cups here. It's really interesting because you have mostly reversals here, which means that March is going to be this month of you all trying to figure out how you can turn things into a more positive light, if that makes sense. I feel like a lot of you have been more pessimistic in terms of how things are going, but it's almost like the universe is telling you like there's this really positive vibe this first week with the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. The universe is asking you to, at that new moon in Pisces on the 2nd, Sun conjunct Jupiter March 5th, with that Sun being, that's like the luckiest day of the year with the Sun conjunct Jupiter. So there's like a, and remember Jupiter's in Pisces, so there is this energy here of like positivity, but it's almost like you're being pessimistic, and it's almost like either a mother figure or you are trying to make the best of it. You know what I mean? Like it's something maybe around your family life. There's really some kind of positive energy, like the universe is handing you these opportunities of like clarity by the time you get to the end of the month. But there's some kind of decisions you all have to make, especially by that 3rd week in March when we get to the spring equinox on the 20th and the Sun in Aries. You all are trying to make some type of important decision and you're just feeling like you're not quite sure how to move forward. And I want to say, like, use your intuitive information that comes in this month, Cancer, because I think a lot of this is very positive, but since it's in the reverse, it's almost like there's an angst of like how to achieve it. Like there's money coming in for your family or wealth and happiness. There's some type of emotional security and intuition as well as clarity, but it's almost like you're not picking up on the messages. It's almost like you're not feeling which way to move. So I would say you're going to have to be very intentional with your seeds of intention, but also make sure, like, once we get to the end of March, when Mercury moves into Aries, maybe this Ace of Swords will give more clarity. It's just going to be a little foggy, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like you all almost have like a little haze over everything this month, and you're just going to have to get that clarity back. So I do think that this is a positive month, Cancer, but you're going to have to really be intentional and use those energies of those dates in the astrology that I posted at the beginning of the video. Use those dates to really solidify what you want to happen each month of the year and what you want to happen for the new astrological new year. Okay, Cancer, I hope you all have a good March of 2022.